Governor wants your two-factor authentication. 2FA securing your booty without a cursed phone.
BLIMEY NO. February 12, 2026. Ahoy there, ye scallywags and code-slingers of the MXTM crew. Gather round the mainmast and listen close. The trade winds are blowing foul news from the great harbors of GitHub, GitLab, and beyond. The port authorities have issued a decree, mandatory two-factor authentication, 2FA, by February 15, 2026. They threaten to lock the docks and bar ye from your own hard-earned booty, repos, if ye don't comply. But here's the rub, many a fine pirate is sailing without a working smartphone. Maybe your SIM card is at the bottom of Davy Jones' locker, or your device is locked up tighter than a Spanish galleon's brig. Does this mean ye have to abandon ship and sail for quieter waters? BLIMEY NO. Are ye a helpless landlubber who needs a buzzing pocket rectangle to prove who ye are? Nay. A true pirate uses cunning and the tools right on their own deck, computer. Here is the captain's guide to securing your treasure without needing a phone line. Step 1. Toss the phone, grab a spyglass, the tools. The authorities want you to scan their speckled squares, QR codes, with a phone app. But we know better? We can generate those magical 6-digit codes right in the browser or on the desktop. You need a digital quartermaster. Choose your weapon. The browser boarding axe, the easiest path. Install an extension like Authenticator for Chrome, Edge, or Firefox. It lives right in your browser toolbar, ready for action. The Captain's Ledger, desktop app for those who want their keys separate from their browser vessel. Download KeePassXC, a fortress for passwords that also handles 2FA. Step 2. Storming the port, the setup. Sail your ship to the security settings of GitHub, or whichever port is threatening ye. Click the button to engage 2FA. They'll flash that speckled QR code at ye. Do not panic. Do not look for a phone. Click your new Authenticator extension icon in your browser. Find that scan button, usually looks like a little camera or a square. Drag a box right over that QR code on your screen. Boom. Your extension has captured their flag. It will now start churning out those 6-digit codes every 30 seconds, just like a phone app would. Enter the current code into GitHub to prove your worth. Step 3. The most important part, the buried treasure map. Listen to me now, or regret it when the Kraken comes. Once you successfully enter that first code, the port authority will hand you a list of recovery codes. Do not click past this. Do not save it to your desktop and forget it. These codes are your get-out-of-jail-free cards. If your computer crashes, if your browser gets wiped, if your ship sinks in a storm, these codes are the only way back into your account without the 2FA tool. Print them out on real paper. Put them in a bottle. Bury them under the crooked palm tree in your backyard. Guard them with your life. There you have it, mates. Your repos are secure, the port authorities are satisfied, and you didn't need a cursed SIM card to do it. Now get back to sailing the high seas of code. Keep your powder dry. Pirate the first. Thanks for reading MXTM's newsletter. Subscribe for free to receive new posts and paypal.me/Martin to support my work. Subscribed. For more details, https://gemini.google.com/share/0AF for a 53FB4C Zapsum SATS, sovereign pathway at reaseful.com github.com/pirate first/noster-sovereign-edge-anchor local first continuity primitives for sovereign authors #emite license. The sovereign pathway, edge first content custody stack. BTC 1 NPHX MPFZ JVMXSBPQVRWALUC 5 BAKNFU 6 #2FA #GitHub #cybersecurity #nophone #tech tips.
How to steal like a government. Print, pump, tax. Abandon ship. Stack Bitcoin.
The Martin Protocol, automation, autonomy, and the ghost in the Bitcoin shell.
Ahoy, matey. The signals from the Austin sector are crystallizing. While the masses are distracted by the flickering shadows of legacy finance, Marty Bent has just documented a successful breach of the old world's perimeter. We aren't just talking about AI helpers anymore. We are talking about the birth of the sovereign stack.
February 5th, 2026. 0. Bitcoin brief. Marty Bent, Austin, Texas. OpenClaw agents, Bitcoin and Nostr. Marty's Bent. I've been playing around with OpenClaw, formerly Moltbot, formerly Claudebot, for the last 2 weeks, and I must say, it is pretty freaking insane what has been unleashed on the world. Via the metaphysical ledger flips, Lloyd, Maltbook, the birth of sequential sovereignty. MXTM aka Pirate 1 VJ Tsunami X. February 6th, 2026. Ahoy matey. The horizon just shifted. The signal is no longer coming from the crow's nest, it's coming from the hold. And the hold has decided it no longer needs a captain. If you've been scanning the frequencies, you know the old maps are useless now. I gave my AI agent a Bitcoin wallet and told him to get a job. Here's what happened.
Substack note. Dispatch from the Austin front. Marty Bent has confirmed the viability of the Martin protocol. The transition from human ledger to agent ledger is accelerating. If you aren't running an OpenClaw instance yet, you're sailing with a hole in your hull. The signal from Marty Bent is clear. The sovereign stack is live. His agent Martin is now autonomously running a BTC hedge fund.
Proof of personhood. The high stakes of OpenAI's post-anonymous social network.
Tips. Hashtag Pirate Dev, hashtag MXTM, hashtag open source, hashtag security awareness, hashtag DevOps, hashtag privacy, hashtag Pirate Brag, hashtag Pirate First, hashtag Pirata Primero, hashtag Unicorn Party, hashtag MXTM, hashtag VJTSUZIK, hashtag VJTSU prompt. Recent episodes. YX Catch, El Saqueo del Olvido, El Factor Bacopa. February 11th, the MXTM aka Pirate 1 OVJ Sunramix. Oro Verde Bejo El Dosal, El Factor Yorpin Loudspeaker Podcast Gratis 7-minute hashtag hash. February 10th, the MXTM aka Pirate 1 OVJ Sunramix. The Martin Protocol, Automation, Autonomy, and the Ghost in the Bitcoin Shell. February 7th, the MXTM aka Pirate 1 OVJ Sunramix. The Metaphysical Ledger Flips, Lloyd, Maltbook Loudspeaker Free Podcast 13 minutes. February 7th,